Coach, I got to tell you, we envy you right now in that nice dry studio as we are at soggy and windy Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the New England Patriots.
Ready, ready. Block 52. 52's the mic. Me and you all day. All day. Keep them.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Let's get it together. Hey, Delta.
From the gun, West. And that's caught by Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Ready? 70, Indy.
First down, Minnesota.
Hey, Wahoo! You draw Corkin. Shoot!
On 1st and 10, West. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Riley Ridley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
What? 120.
54 Mike. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
On 1st down, it's gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now gone. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Value 1.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
3rd and long. It's gone. That's complete to White. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. West. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's go. Get it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. West. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down now, it's Ingram. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
8, read. Hey, exit. You don't want 52's the mark, boy. 52.
On first down, West. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Okay, break. 51's the mark. X3. 218, jump.
After the penalty, it's Ingram. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0.
14. Patriots, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Goff now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Down. 10 logo. 2 right here. You got to get the ball. Hey, high 7. Shoot.
From the gun on 3rd down. West eluded. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ben Gideon gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Sanders' kick is good, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. At the under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Sacks a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. West. Steps away to his left. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Throwing on 3rd and long. West. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go. Say. Ric Flair. Check three.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. New England on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. Goff. Looking for Harry. He airs it out. He's got a man. Complete. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. And an alley to run. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw. West. Open man. Once again, it's Thielen. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Ingram. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Throwing on first down. West. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This is Ingram. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. West, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Goff now looking to throw. It's complete. James White. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. To throw is Goff. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Let's go, let's go!
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about team.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it. And he's going to go down again. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustration.